Welcome back, everybody. Today we are going to have a look at Shattered Haven. Shattered Haven is a single-player deck builder card game with RPG elements and an ambitious, branching narrative set in a dark fantasy world according to its Steam page, which of course also offers strategy or strategic elements. And this game caught my interest, frankly, because it had a very nice art style, and frankly quite a sucker for like these roguelike card games. And this, at least according to the screenshots, seemed to be very well done. The question is it really? The title screen, frankly, looks pretty good so far. I have to say one thing though. I went to the options menu. Oh, I hope I didn't click anything here right now. Literally just turned up the volume, and I figured out that if you click key binding, nothing happens. To be fair, just not to get confused, we are going to have a look at its official demo. This game is supposed to be released the 19th of April, if I'm correct. I might be wrong there with 1 or 2 days. But now, without further ado, I'm JustDaZack, and it's my mission to show you guys a hopefully interesting video game almost every day. Let's hit new game, let's have a look what this is actually about. In the east lies a shadow. Among bone and thunder dwells, and they call her mother. Child of memory, ninth room of the tribe of lightning. I tried to read that very fast because I'm kind of used to a lot of demos and games where these texts are just disappearing too fast. I'm not sure if it's loading or... Oh no, I click. Oh, that looks like it. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't crash. It's not crashed yet. Maybe. No, okay. I'm ready.
Our God is no more, and we, the lowly mortals, are the ones who killed him. Now, the cursed remnants of humanity exist under the perpetual reign of his mournful ashes, condemned to a never-ending circle of hate and resentment. As punishment for our ancestral sin, our breaths are cut short as soon as we hit 40 of age. We are barren shells, unable to sleep, the desire to bring forth new life. Our last hope for a better tomorrow lies in a divine forgiveness that only bloodshed can grant us. 4 Vestals shall hail from the 4 lands. Sentia, where memories of old still sing. Delham, ever untamed and never bound. Flamen, hearth of steel and spires. And our home, born from thunder and storms, Ashram. In the end, only one pair of soiled hands will hold the salvation we desperately seek. Once every 10 years, our somber march to the Equinox Cathedral ushers war in. Kneeling in front of the flame of Vesta, we swear to repent. O ancient sin, stain us in red, so that we may never forget the firmament's grief. O ancient sin, grant us this holy pardon, so that we may one day mend our shattered heaven.
Roll credits.
Is this the best you can do?
Oh man, maybe I should have been a bit more careful with the volume. I'm gonna turn this down in a second, sorry. Tutorial number 1, drawing the cards. The battle has begun. To beat your enemies, we must use cards. Each of them is a specific action Endora can take. At the beginning of each turn, your characters will draw 5 cards from the decks. You can select one by left click on it. Makes sense. Thank you. Continue. Oh no, more tutorials. Can't go to the menu. Everything has a cost. In order to play cards, you need AP. The cost is shown by the number of the top left corner of the card. Your characters start their turn with 2 AP and can have a maximum number of 4. You can see how many AP are available in the bottom left of the corner. Continue. Keywords. Most cards have special abilities by keywords. You can change. Yep, thanks. Continue. Each character takes their action on the turn. The turns of your characters' enemies are instead grouped in rounds. You can see the order of turns of current in the next... Okay, I actually have to reread this. Each character takes the action on their turn. The turns of your character of your character and enemies are instead grouped in rounds. Makes sense, yeah. Thank you. Continue. Attack! Alright, enough talking already. Let's get down to business. When it comes to inflicting damage, sword cards are your best choice. You can see the icon of each card beneath its AP cost and gem color. Use Vorpal Strike to attack the enemy. Done. Oh, wait. I'm pressing escape and can't go back to the menu? Well, I have a different way to turn down the volume for you guys. Unfortunately, not for me. Let's go with this. And I hope it's better for you guys. So, he's going to attack me. What a surprise. Ancillos, down to 15 HP. Haha. Oh man, I'm down to 30. Vorpal Strike, Overwhelm. Single enemy, deal damage. Press right click for more info. So, Overwhelm. Deal 2 extra damage for each card and or skill with Swift Plate this turn. Born from thunder, molded for war, raised for slaughter, and yet for life. Chase the future and find a path. With twin brushes and bloody ink, compose the talent of our rebirth. Man, that sounds kind of metal. Vorpal Strike! Damage, did it! Vini vidi vici. Ich kam, ich sah, ich siegte. You can see the intentions of the enemies for their next turn. A sword icon means they will attack the character shown, whereas a shield indicates they will grant themselves buffs. Use this information to your advantage. Shields up! Tutorial number 7. Looks like the enemy is going to retaliate after all. You need to soften the blow. To do that, you might want to use the shield cards. They are the best when talking about armor and defensive effects. Use stand your ground to attack the enemy. Wait, what? I thought I'm supposed to shield up and block. You stand your ground to attack the enemy. Stand your ground. Gain 3 armor, heal 2 HP. How am I supposed to use this to attack my enemy? No, that doesn't work. The peoples have been maddened by our curse. Isn't it usually people and not peoples? We stand divided, isolated, harboring only suspicion and hate. Our choice is simple. Follow our fate, sheepishly marching to oblivion, or rage against the doom, and stand for us all. Okay, I am going to play for 1 mana my card called Stand Your Ground. This allows me to gain 3 armor and heal for 2 HP. Ding! He did like a dancing pose there, what the hell. Your AP counter has reached 0, which means that's all you can do for this turn. You can pass at any moment by pressing the space bar or by clicking the end turns button. I don't know why I put so much emphasis on the space bar, but I did. 3 armor, 2 HP. Okay, actually don't. Oh, I actually don't see the end turn button. There's this highlighted one. No, I don't. End turn. All right, the velvet cut. Oh, I kind of blocked it. Did it? Oh, pity. Pity? What does that mean? Endure the hardship. Enemies can inflict debuffs to characters, adding negative effects during the battle. Each debuff has a counter that decreases by 1 at the end of the turn or when specific actions are performed. Makes sense? Once the counter reaches 0, the debuff disappears. You can see more information by hovering the cursor over the icon. Man, so much tutorial. One way to counter the debuff is gaining buffs of your own. All the characters can equip skills that can grant boosts and aid you in battle. Try using Adora's Champion of the Parish skill. And that's my skill, Champion of the Parish. Give blessing 2 and 2 armor to all the allies. Okay, what if I click on herself? I can't. It's being highlighted, but it doesn't do anything. So pity. Debuff. Damage taken is increased by 20%. That's not nice. That's a lot of things here. I will activate my special ability called Champion of Parish, which will allow me to gain a blessing of 2 and 2 armor. Just your nuance, I have to say it, otherwise it doesn't work. This stand here. Oh man, fight back with buffs. Good, if you cannot remove debuffs, you can always counter their effect with buffs. Some grant you powerful effects, others get rid of debuffs entirely. Oh man. Buffs have their own counter, which decreases by 1. Why is there like a double space here? By 1 when specific circumstances are met. Once it reaches 0, the buff disappears. You can see more information by hovering the cursor over the icon. Can remove them, you can always counter the effects with buffs. Okay. are still more benefit from the keywords. Some keywords allow you to play new, efficient strategies to win the battle as fast as possible. Usually, you can find them in support cards. The Ever Chosen has the Swift keyword. It allows you to discard a card you might not want and draw a new one instead. Got it. The Ever Chosen. Why is Ever Chosen not like... Shouldn't that be like a word in uppercase? At least the E. Exalted champion, the burden you bear wears heavily on your scarred back. Exalted champion, the pride you carry stains deeply your backward heart. Exhausted warrior, turn your gaze to the heavens. Amidst merciless acts lies the glory. Okay, I'm supposed to play this. Heal 2 and use Swift 1. Discard 1, draw another one. The Ever Chosen. Oh man, the game doesn't tell us what to do. How mean. Would be nice in this options menu to have a look at what my opponent does. I would assume that that has just been lost. Damage, armor, heal. Deal 7 damage plus 5. Deal 8 damage. I mean, this combos because this has Overwhelm. This has also Swift. I have 2 mana left. I could play these 2 cards, for example. Inhuman Reaction. Deal 8 plus 2 damage. Self-repose 1. But this says deal 8 plus 2 damage and is Overwhelm. Hubris Sapphire, rare, common. I mean, I already blocked a bit, healed a bit. I think this is an attack turn, right? So let's throw this away. Tutorial number 13, Ascent to Deity. Endora's special mechanic is called Deity. Whenever she uses a card for each gem, she will fill a slot. Okay, that's this colorful thing. Once all 3 slots are filled, she will gain a deity point to a maximum of 3. Each deity point gained unlocks special effects during the battle. 1. Heal 2 HP at the beginning of the turn. 2. Draw 1 more card at the beginning of the next turn. 3. Gain 2 extra AP next turn. Once the 3rd point has been reached, the counter goes back to 0. Okay, let's wrap this up. Use any card to deal the final blow and win the battle. Well, probably doesn't matter. Unhuman Reaction! There we go. Tutorial number 15, Explore the Dungeon. You can move around the dungeon using the WSD or arrow keys or by clicking on adjacent tiles. So many options. Wow, nice. I'll take that. So again, I hope the game isn't too loud for you guys. Active quest, reach the end. I don't have one. I do have one of this and 10% question mark. I thought I got a team. Don't have a team. Also interesting that in this game, I would just assume, I don't even know it, I legitimately don't know, but just from the simple reason that our character is on the right side and the enemies are on the left side, that this might have been developed by Asian developers. Because I think they read from the Asian letters or texts are usually written from right to left, right? That wasn't confusing at all, that sentence, but you guys know what I mean. And that's usually why we Westerns have it like in these turn-based games the other way around. Usually our characters are on the left side and attack to the right. At least it's more common, but that's just me rambling about. What's this button? Oh, it's that button. Cool. Options, calculate this. Echo of the Child. Oh man, that's a lot. I'll just go ahead, it's gonna be fine. What could be wrong? Oh, nothing here? What if I go back? Another combat? No. Alright. Can I zoom? I can even zoom in. I like this. And I could zoom out. Okay, next one. What is this? Tutorial number 16. Eventful Journeys. Sometimes during exploration, you will come across special events and will have to decide which path to take. The outcomes are never fully certain, but you can use the description to choose the more profitable option. Select whichever one you want. The Song of the Bound. Lonely is the lady of the tree. Just listen to her song. Oh dear freedom, how I age for you. Lonely is the prisoner of the oak. Just hearken unto her pleas. Oh dear absolution, how I yearn for you. These roots are her poisoned shackles, and her heart is long covered in thorns. Oh dear savior, how I dream of you. Clap for her. Gain loot. Well, because she's singing? Ignore her. Gain loot and she will be angry. I mean, if she's singing, I guess, sure, give her some applause. The maiden stops her lonely verses. In her face, a marveled revel welcomes your quiet adulation. as her form retreats into the trunk, disappearing from your view. Something drops down from the tree's foliage. You gain some loot. I like loot, trap disarming kit, and echo of the child, which is a tool, a small floating being emitting a gentle hum. Use it to reveal the content of the next 2 rooms in each direction. Alright, a tool for the right job. While exploring, you might want to know what lies ahead. Instead of finding out the hard way, the echo of the child, I just learned about this. There's different menu tools, got it. Okay, I'm supposed to use it, I can't even, okay. There's gonna be a question mark. Let's go! Ooh, that looks like a track. Beware the treacherous path. Enemies and special events are not the only thing you have to look out for. Sometimes you might even encounter traps, which can deal great damage and hinder your characters. You will have to disarm or evade them. You can use the trap disarming kit tool to try and disable the trap, but risk high damage should you fail. Or try and rely on your dexterity to try and dodge it, taking less damage if you fail. But why, if I have a resource, shouldn't that, you know, be less risk than just relying on my stats? That sounds kind of odd. Select an option, try to avoid the damage. Trap threat. Andorra was not afraid of anything at all. She had fought back hordes, swarms of monsters with her overwhelming strength. Whenever her thunderous steps echoed down the path of evil, demons and behemoth alike would scram right away. Alas, that proud warrior did not know that sometimes a single threat is enough to make even a mountain fall. Try to disable the trap, 75% success. Try to evade. Well, more success, right? 75%, let's roll the dice. Evades the trap, nice. The cautious and well-equipped have one thing in common. Quick thinking and a steady hand. This impending danger avoided, you exhale a breath of relief. Right, that looks like a combat encounter. Maybe not. That kind of looks like a skull with like a shaven afro in which marshmallows have been stuck in. Or is it just me? Totally looks like one. Hello. So this is not a fun encounter. How dare you?
Try to leave it dead.
Oh, we have a Harness Your Rage. Magni is another playable character. His special mechanic, it's called Rage. To use his skill, Magni needs to spend rage points. He gains 1 point by playing ruby cards and 2 points when he is hit by an attack. You already have some spent up rage, so you can use the Hollow Bastion skill. Man, this... Okay, can we please appreciate this enemy design? Like, this is so gruesome, and the background with, like, the soldier being pierced. There's a little, like, animation going on. This is cool. Look at him. Is that Magni? I mean, that... Okay, in combat, he has a shield, but this is just him behind the shield, I say helmet. But look at this enemy, Domina. Kind of hurt, but wow, look at her. Like, different mask, like these hands. I like this amount of detail that is animated. This is awesome. Okay, it looks like he's going to attack both of them. If I click on this, no active buffs or debuffs, got it. So we are playing him. He's down to 10 health. Give 3 armors to all allies. Hollow Bastion, let's go. Heal your injuries. Each character has a healing potion that only they can use to restore a potion of their health. A potion. Try using Magni's one. Okay, inventory, got it. Healing powder. But you said healing potion, but... There says healing potion, but it's also healing powder, which has a healing potion effect, I guess. Heal the possessor by 23 HP. 50% of the maximum HP. It can be used 1 more time. Eh? There was a selection on her, and now it's gone. Well, I guess on you. The Stuff of Legends. Each deck contains at least 1 legendary card. These are the most powerful cards available, and usually have a diamond crystal. Try using the Oathbound Goliath card. It costs 2 mana. I have that. All allies, Phalanx 2, Tenacity 2, 4 armor. Hero, Diamond, Legendary. Right click for my info. Phalanx is a buff. Their damage taken is reduced by 20%. So I guess Phalanx 2 means 20% reducement for 2 turns. I guess. Tenacity. On next turn, draw 1 extra card for each attack received. Interesting. Engraved in this rueful heart lies my vow. I shall become the unyielding bulwark that shelters all lost hope. May this strength doused in sin be born anew one day, and the merciful light of absolution. Alright, that's kind of metal indeed. I will activate this card! There we go. Tutorial number 22. Finish the battle. Use your cards and to get rid of the enemy by the end of the turn. Well, it's 10 damage. I mean, it looks like he can't do anything, so no thanks. End the turn. So we just have to attack with her. Oh, wait, she's gonna attack. Stinks of pain. Cursed. Curse. Damage dealt is reduced by 20%. That's not nice. We have 2 mana. Goddess of Thunder. Oh, that's her legendary card. Deal 12 minus 3 damage. Also, Sinuous and Overwhelm. Sinuous is reduce the cost of the card by 1 for each card and or skill with Swift played this turn. Okay, so we would like to play this last. Tearing asunder chains and fate, I walk forward. These proud steps of mine will rumble the earth. Carving my own path against all odds, my deafening bellow will arise to the heavens. I am the goddess of thunder! Thunder! Isn't that an AC/DC song or so? I have this like one thing. Okay, so we want to play Swift cards. Deal Swift, lightning strikes twice. Deal 7 damage, plus 3 if you played another non-ruby card this turn. Sure, it's gonna be fine. 5, Swift, 1 card. Okay, yeah, that was how that worked. Press the attack. Ruby. This is fine. This is another Swift card, so this should go down to 0, but this is already enough, right? Down, there we go. Lightning strikes twice. Indeed. We did it. Tutorial number 23. Draft your way to victory. After each battle, you will be offered a selection of neutral cards to add to your character's deck. You can select on which deck you want a specific card to go by clicking on the character's portrait beneath it. When you are satisfied with your choice, click Done. Done. Draft your destiny. So a ruby card is red, a sapphire card is blue, green card are emeralds. Makes sense. Shadow of Doubt. Curse 2, deal 8 damage. What is the cursed? Okay, that's the reduced damage. Unique. All allies gain 2 armors. This is unique. This card will banish itself for the rest of the battle once played. 2 armor seems to be pretty strong. Apparently, you wouldn't hurt such a cute face now, would you? Fire Walk with Me. Echo. Deal 6 damage. Echo buff. The next... the effect of the card will repeat at the start of the next turn. So it's kind of 12 damage. Sounds good. Random enemy, though. Ooh, so... Oh, I can select 1 card for each one? Maybe. 2 armor. I feel like this should go to this guy. And Firewalk to her. Okay, 1 character can only receive 1 card. So if we had the 3rd character, we could switch this up. But this kind of seems to be the obvious way. Deal damage is fine, but I mean, this is unique. So I guess unique should, you know, tell us that this is pretty strong then. Let's go. Done. We have 2 heroes now. Let's go. Active quest as well, apparently. Reach the end. Let's go. Another thing. The Hanged Man. Tutorial number 24. Bless the Arcana. Sometimes you can find lucky Arcana events while exploring, and be granted great boons by them. There is a small chance of encountering them, which rises every time you discover other events while exploring. Once you find an Arcana, whilst they're like such a high space here, the probability resets. Select the option you want and embrace destiny. Okay, Arcana is good then. Let's embrace destiny, this Hanged Man. What could possibly go wrong, right? The Hangman upright, apparently. Can we turn around this card? That would be nice. I like, it makes it really more special that it's kind of like, you know, shimmering. The man wanted to know. Even after climbing so high, his resolve had not wavered once. Do you really think you're going to see the future like this, you half-baked cretin? The unbelievers flocking under the tree laughed at him with scorn and disdain. The man tightened the hose around his ankle and jumped down. Swinging there in the wind, he saw what others couldn't. And when the great wave took them all, he was the only one left. Ask for power, might get a heavy buff and ask for protection, might get a heavy buff and I don't know. Power. 1 way, 2 ways. 2 ways, 1 way. Those that do not understand will be all shed away when time comes. The party starts the next 2 battles with Blessing 1. The party heals for 100% of the maximum HP. Oh, it's just all of those seem to be good. Nice. Ah, it's not even the ending.
I can't, but you want to.
Oh, we have our next character. Tutorial number 25, Hunger and Thirst. Ishana is the last playable character of the game. We only have, wait, 3? But the game, like, introduced 4, didn't it? Her special mechanic is called Thirst. Whenever she kills an enemy or plays specific cards, she will gain a thirst point. Summoning the beast Limodus. Limodus? Maybe. These points can be spent to power up her cards and, if you manage to gain 5 of them, sometimes unleash devastating attacks. Try and play the card The Beast Within. It has the Gouge keyword that allows you to eliminate cards you don't want in your deck or the whole battle. Okay, this is The Beast Within. Let's have a look. So, normal, Gouge 1, self, gain 2 armor, gain 2 thirst. Beast summoned, Gouge 1, self, gain 2 armor, lethality 2, blessing 2. That's a lot, like what the hell. Wanderer of boundless dark, there's no road ahead of you. Yet, do not feel sad, child. If there's no path, this trial of blood shall be your guide. Oh man, that's a lot. Gouge 1, remove 1 for the battle. For a maximum of 10 cards left in the deck. Okay. Blessing. Damage dealt is increased by 20%. Lethality, critical chance is increased by 15%. Okay, I can look at the other cards as well. Beast Within. I'm supposed to play this, right? I can play it on myself. There we go. Beast Within. Gouge 1 card. Stand your ground. I kind of forgot. I mean, I can only throw one of these away. Again, 3. Okay. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, this is... Now we summoned our beast, question mark. It doesn't look like a beast, but sure. Hunger... I mean, maybe that's the cool thing about it. Hunger and Thirst. Now that you have Limodus at your side, you can use the alternate effect of your cards by spending a thirst point. When the counter reaches 0, Limodus will disappear. Try and unleash merciless whip on your enemies. Okay, normal and the beast summon. Got it. This is very cool mechanically and visually. I love this character already. This is awesome. If anyone needed proof that our world has gone mad, it had only to look at what ruin can come from a single child. Like, look at this beast with her. That's so cool. So, normal, we ignore this. We have the beast summoned. So, all enemies, to them we will deal 6 damage. Should be 4, but it's +2. Apply 2 curse and 2 bleeding. Curse is dealing less damage. Bleeding is lose 2 HP at the start of the turn. Okay, I will activate merciless whip. I mean, it's all enemies, right? There we go. Bam, there we go. On to victory. Now you have mastered all the necessary elements of the game. Play the battle as you prefer and claim victory. I like the design of these. That's so amazing. Every single one of this could be a boss in other games, especially like the Domina. I like this design. Amazingly done. She also has Black Needle. Cooldown 3 turns. Deal 3 damage and bleeding 2 to all enemies. That sounds very powerful. Yeah, please. Thank you. And we have She's Blessed. Yep. We have a healing powder, but she doesn't need this. I'm going to end my turn. Next up is going to be this thing, whatever that is. Yep. Excuse me, and turn. Thank you. There we go. Spread her will.
Onward, Thunderborns.
Okay, so it's her turn. First off, give blessings 2 and armor 2 to all allies. Sure. Let's activate this. 0 mana. Swift 1, heal 2. I mean, looks like I'm hurt. Can I see my maximum health somewhere? Right click? Yeah, there. Okay, so yeah, let's just play this for free. 0, Swift. Deal damage, self-reposed. Swift 1, deal damage. So, inhuman reactions twice, I guess one of those. We have 2 mana left. Single enemies, deal 7 damage, +3 if you played another non-ruby card. Beacon of Hope, blessing 2, gain 4 armor. I mean, these guys are going to attack. This one is going to attack her. This is going to attack her. But, I mean, she's kind of the damage dealer, right? Repose 1. Counterattack the next attack received. That sounds way better, actually. Also Swift. Swift. I think I'm definitely want to do this, actually. So we can get rid of this guy and get reposed. Cool. And we have 1 mana left. Either Blessing. But I have 3 Blessing already. Or Swift 1. 7 damage. That's kind of good. 4 armor. No, let's deal damage. On the Domino, I suppose. 12 damage total, actually. Maybe this matters. Let's activate this. No. Okay, I'm going to end my turn. Inventory is just healing potion.
Get behind me.
That's his turn. We can't activate the Hollow Bastion ability. We don't need to heal, so he has 2 mana. Press the attack, normal attack. Shield of Tomorrow, gain 4 armor. Protector 1. Protector buff. Protect an ally from the next single target attack. Damage taken from it is reduced by 50%. Okay, decent. Phalanx 1. Damage taken is reduced by 20%. Deal 6 damage. Berserk and Purge. Purge. Deal 5 more damage if the target has 2 or more active buffs. Interesting. Berserk. Decrease the cost of the card by 1 if marked near 7 or more rage. Well, we don't have any rage right now. No, we have 2. But that's not enough. Gain 5 armor. Repost 1. Protector 1. Phalanx 1. Ooh. Protect an ally from the next attack. That sounds pretty good. And repost and less damage. Definitely this, I feel. Yeah, let's go. He's there to just take it on. Berserk, Purge. So these 2 don't have buffs, right? No, they only have debuffs. So Purge wouldn't really trigger. Phalanx 1, gain 4 armor. I gain 4 armor, Protector 1. Is this enough to protect the other 2? Maybe. But dealing 7 damage, yeah, gets rid of the Domino. So let's definitely do this and press the attack. There we go. I am going to end my turn. So you're going to attack him. Oh, good luck with that, my friend. Dealing 2 damage because he's bleeding. There we go. Repost and blocked. Kinda. No, he took some damage, but that's fine. It's her turn now. He has only 14 left. Oh, deals what normal Oathbone Nightmare. Oh, that's her legendary attack. Deals 16 damage, gain 3 thirst. Be summoned. Then it's Sadec, Leech, and Gauge 2. Deal 20 damage. We will Gauge 2. Unfortunately, Leech heal for 25% of the damage dealt. Sadec. Deal 10% extra damage for each debuff on the target, up to 50%. That's where the +4 comes from. Yeah, let's just Oathbone Nightmare. Wait, the text. Innocent monster, scorned by the world, stand tall. Cast these restraints aside as you follow this void beckoning. For every step you take on the scorched earth, your heart gets stronger, your hands stretch further, and your hunger grows deeper. Cool. Let's go. Oathbound Nightmare. And is this the true end? We also still have 1 blessing left. Boss fight? And by the grace of his mercy, he saw fit to return, to oversee our atonement. May he ever forgive us. Okay, I'm loading screen. Chapter 1.
Journey's end, at last.
You wish. This is only the beginning.
So that's the Equinox Cathedral? It's so shiny.
This is the most sacred place on Earth, and the only thing you can say is, it's so shiny.
Good to see you two in such good spirits. We still have a way to go after all.
Step by step, the tower drew closer. Immaculately white against the barren plain, its masonry formed a tight reticule that enveloped the sacred building. And then, the grand portal opened, flanked by his 2 armored guardians. A stern-looking old man stepped forward.
Charon. Welcome, children of Ashram, to the Equinox Cathedral. I am Charon, herald of the Divine Child. Thank you for receiving us, most revered. Oh, I didn't know that someone could live at the point of having such a wrinkly face. I like her. I like all characters so far. I'm kind of sad that the voice acting hasn't intended to this dialogue. I feel like that would add so much. I mean, shout out to the voice actors. I feel like they made a good job giving these characters, well, characters. Actual characters. So, oh man, I'm legit sad that there's no voice acting here. Do I skip? What happens if I press this button? Is being the herald something that special, sir? I don't know what this button does, legitimately. Oh, we have a codex, Andorra Magni Shana, Herald of the Child. I like this. There's lore, there's more to it, world tutorials. Cool.
Damn you!
You chattering idiot! Do you have any idea of how disrespectful you are? Curiosity is indeed a rare virtue these days. What does this button do? But yours is a question that will find its answers another time, young lady. I like this in the background. Suspended arcs and pillars weaved together in a majestic show. All was illuminated by the perpetual light of the altar of Vesta. 4 statues of ancient heroes were encircling the throne. A rose window representing the 4 Vestals glistening solemnly just above it. It looked magnificent when the light shone through it. New entry, Guardians. Over there, you will find your chambers, as well as the merchants sent here to provide for your needs. We will meet again later, in the presence of the Divine Child. Through your sacrifice, may your people atone. Through our fratricides, may life be reborn. Is there a little bit of a visual novel in this game as well? Welcome to the Equinox Cathedral, home of the faithful, and the main hub of the game. Something is awaiting you in the quarters. Go check it out. Quarters. There's a bar as well. A sitting sack? What a treat.
Whatever.
It's just a stupid pillow. So soft. Oh, something is spilling out. Stop covering the whole room in ashes. Seriously, what's up with you? Have you been living under a rock this whole time? Maybe? It was a shack near a mountain, so, in a certain way, it was on a rock. I think. Forget I even asked. Sexual pillars. Enjoy them while you can. We won't have much rest once the war begins. There's legitimately visual novel things in here. Awesome. The small talk was cut short by the sound of the gate portal opening once again. Curious to see where the commotion came from, the group moved out of the quarters and went back to the entrance of the cathedral. I like this art in the background as well. That's the... Wait, those are the...
Young woman, black hair that gracefully danced in the air with every step of hers, and a sharp, bewitching gaze. Following close behind, 2 severe-looking warriors strode forward with pride. The Vestal of Sentia and her guardians had arrived.
Is this my welcoming party? Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better one. I'm glad to see you here in one piece, Enra.
It's been a while, Lyra.
Such a cold reception. You're breaking my heart, darling. After all these years, I expected you to be a tad happier to see me.
What do you want me to do? Should I, jump into your arms? Screaming, "Greetings, O great Vestal of Sentia"?
Oh, I would be delighted.
Look at this art, like animated as well. Everyone so far, very good. You're still keeping my old sash around your arm.
Sure.
I'm flattered. I can't even. The voice actors, especially on Lyra, did an amazing job. But so far, I'm definitely impressed by all of them. Good job. And Jolly. I beg your pardon, Malish. We need to make haste to our quarters before the ceremony begins. We don't have time to lose here.
Oh, really?
Time spent with old friends is never a waste of time, Lonan. But I suppose you're right. See you later, Andra. There's history! Why Andra? But her name is Andorra. What is there? Friends? The Sentients have been our allies for a very long time. This is the last chance of salvation for them, as it is for us. It is unfortunate that we share the same awful predicament.
I see.
Oh. Oh man, she has like white eyes and so. I see. Can she even see? Is that... Oh man, cool. Anyway, who's Enra? Me? Sheesh. It's just a stupid childhood nickname. We trained together for a while in the name of our tribe's alliance. So, are you two really good friends? I think this is the right moment for you to shut up. She's just... I like this. Oh, just a click and... No, okay. Literally when I clicked here, the gong was happening, so I was wondering if it was me. This must be the call of the Divine Child. It would be better to reach the hall as soon as possible. Good. Let's go. Did I say something rude? Perhaps. I'm afraid that the issue lies far beyond what we can imagine. Backstory. Okay, do we get... Tutorial number 29. Before leaving, so, the Divine Child is waiting for you on the throne. Go and check the information about your next mission. Better not keep him waiting. Okay, we have a merchant stall, we have an apothecary, we have a dungeon selection. This is where we go to the throne. The Great Altar. Okay, just quick. Oh, can't click this, can't click this, can't... blah, blah, blah. Can't click any of these. Okay, I'm surprised that there is also so much characterization and apparently backstory and maybe more story and what all of this is going around with the gods and like the Vestals that we are playing. So it seems like we are about to discover a lot as well. And again, I wasn't expecting like an apparently so far very interestingly written visual novel aspect as well with the different characters. That is a positive surprise. And just look at this. The art style is like 11 out of 10. I am a huge fan of that. The music is great. The voice actors are doing a great job. My biggest gripe with the voice actors is that they are not being used in the visual novel parts. Please make that happen for the full game till April. That just adds so much. Even though we essentially just played the tutorial, I feel like the mechanics are something one can get into and are fun to play around and optimize. Also having different runs, different games. Like this is, I just expected a typical card-based dungeon crawler RPG, you know, you just do a lot of repeated runs, have like just fun gameplay with a good art style, but there seems to be an actual story with interesting characters behind that. Wow, I'm interested. Yeah. I think we're good for now, right now, because the question is, what do you think of this game so far? What do you think of my presentation of this? Please give me feedback. The link to this demo and to the game, which again will be released on April 19th, is down in the description as always. And I have to say, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna check this out once it has been officially released. This was literally just a very surprising positive, well, a surprising positive surprise that is strangely enough positive. Who would have thought to me? Yeah, cool. A huge plus. Didn't expect this. I want to play more, but I'm going to play more in the future at the full game. Ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind to stay awesome. Please share this video with a friend. I would be happily delighted. And I'm just trying there something. I didn't quite know where to go with this. I kind of had some roleplay of Lyra there in my head, like, oh, she's just like, oh, yeah, I'm the princess, but also confident, but also powerful, most likely. Would be nice to know what her mechanics are. Every character feels different mechanically and with the different themes beautifully. And now I would just ramble about how positively impressed I'm about this game so far. And I just wanted to say thanks for watching, stay awesome, and make sure that we see each other in the next video. That's all. Thanks, bye-bye everyone.